Hi. Figured I'd make a video yeah, on basically small tips of Anarchy Online if you're a returning player or if you're just starting out the game with a bought account, basically not free to play. Yeah, this is the clan mission agency. Yeah, there's a neutral one and there's a omni one basically. What you do is you go in there and then you get daily missions. Just head in there. Actually, I'm not 100% sure if there is a neutral one. I think so. I don't know. Anyway, first time you go in there, you talk to this guy and then you get certified or registered or something with these guys. This person over here gives you normal missions. Pretty easy to do and they're pretty good XP in the low levels. Even high levels you should do them anyway. And straight across the room there's a alien guy. This one is very good XP. You should do this every day, no matter what you have planned basically. It gives you lots of alien XP and is by far the best way to get alien XP. And then you have the elite one. This one varies from level to level. At the moment I can do Dust Brigade, Prison, Biodomes, and I'm not 100% sure which this one is, but it doesn't really matter. The only one I bother with at this level is Prisoner, and if I'm farming for the buff, Dust Brigade mission. If I need tokens and so on, but as soon as you reach to 20 you should have more than enough tokens. You only need 2,500 for, yeah, there's no higher item than that. Not at least I'm aware of. But yeah, you pick up these missions every day. Lower levels I'd suggest skipping the elite one, but that's just because it's a waste of time in my opinion, unless you have a high level character that can help you out with it. Then you have, if you have a paid account that is, you have a tower shop over here. In the tower shops you can get something called the OFAB armor, or OFAB, or whatever they call it. My version is agent, and yeah, in my social tab I only have low quality level, so they require pretty much no stats at all. But as you go higher you can get all the way up to quality level 300. If you're just starting out with a character, I highly suggest getting a set of that, because it is the best set you can have for your character, pretty much any level, while not using billions in alien armor, that is. One of these parts are going for like 1.8 billion, and it's ridiculous because of the exploiting with cash and so on in this game. But hopefully that will be fixed for the new engine. Sometimes this chick over here, right next to the tower shop, and the one pass, will give you a buff, and the buff is set. So if you click show the young woman your wrist, you get this little buff, and it is very useful. The health and so on varies from level to level, but the stats you get is the same, if I'm not mistaken. Very useful for twinking and so on at low level. 10 attributes is unbelievable, to be honest, at level 1. Then you of course have your normal buffs that give certain amount of attributes and other stats. As long as you have Complete, which is your NCU version, as you probably know, you can get what's called NCU. As I now have 636, but you can probably get around 200 at level 1 if you twink like crazy. I've seen some level 1 twinks with a 6-slot belt, and that's insane. I couldn't even be bothered doing it at level 9. So anyway, yeah, just do the shops and so on. Subway, I don't know if that really offers anything. But yeah, do it if you want to. And if you're a froob, I'm sure that's a good way to level. However, if you want weapons, if you're a medic, doctor of course, I highly suggest you, well, I don't really know. I'd suggest going to Hand Blunt, to be honest, and get something I'll talk about a little bit later. And if you're a trader is a really sucky profession to level unless you either go dual shotguns, and then you're just purely reliant on crits. So if you don't want to spend that much IP, which you probably will struggle with from time to time, I suggest going martial arts as a trader. Your trader drains and so on really stack well with martial arts skill. And let me see, that's on the body, martial arts. You'll around, like, let's say level 100 or something like that, you'll start critting for over 1,000 if you crit. And once you get to 215, you start getting your crit drains, which will give you a passive over 50% basically, with your normal grip chance at least. I think it's like 15 or 14% crit per drain, and you have 2 of them. But yeah, shotguns are terrible unless you go dual wield, and then you spend so much IP on that crap. So I highly suggest going martial arts, and then just brawl or something. For PvE, actually, martial arts with the 2 foe weapons, you're probably not aware of those, but there's upgrade from drops on beast, and you upgrade it with weapon upgrade, and it'll give you pretty good weapons, and they crit a lot. You also get fast attack with those, and martial arts skill, and your crits will be very high because of the drains. Another tip, if you're starting off and you need a weapon, if you're a soldier or something like that, and you can't get a hold of a premium weapon, which is the Shadowlands equivalent of assault rifle, which can actually be used. If you're an agent, you should go for premium sniper, either way, no matter what. And if you're a soldier, you can get a same version as this, only with assault rifle and burst and full auto. But if you come here to, I think it was, hold on, what's this area called again? New Atlantic City, of course. And you come to the west gate, you can see this chick. If you talk to her and ask her who she is and so on, and finish this. Okay, I probably messed that up. This one. You can go through the text and she'll explain a little bit of lore or something of it. But it teleports you here. If you get a high level character to help you out, or if you... Yeah, I got the boss to go in there on your own. Yeah, you can probably do some stuff. But however, you should get the weapon at a very low level. It becomes sucky after a while. Then you just kill your way through here and keep going down. Some of the drops in here will be the same drops that you can get in Temple of Three Winds, which is another area. But I haven't bothered going to Temple of Three Winds for many years now, to be honest. I just come here and pretty much get what I want, and then quit. Probably lost my way again. Let's see. It's one of these 2 doors. Yeah. There's tons of other stuff in there. A little bit dodgy at times. As you can see, I teleported quite a bit. But apparently it was over here. I haven't been there for a while, and I don't really play the game often anymore. Because of multi-boxing pretty much. It ruined a lot of PvP for many of us in clan side. But anyway, that's a different story. And yeah, then you just walk through this whole place, and at the end you will get to a couple of bosses here. It should be somewhere around here. Yeah, lots of rubber banding. I'm uploading to YouTube as we speak, so I'll lose a lot of upload speed on that. Yeah, in here there's supposed to be a mob here. I think it's this guy now. But anyway, there's a boss here, and he drops the Neleb robe and so on. And if you kill a bunch of these mobs, you will get drops. I'll put a link in the description to a site called AO Universe. It will help you a lot with where to go and what to quest and so on. And how to make weapons from these kind of things. These are one of the starter items you get. And you build, I think it's 5 different ones, and then you make one out of it. And then you can put it together and upgrade some of the armor, like the Neleb robe, and then you have the rings that turn into way better than they are. They also killed, I think it's psychic and intelligence. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I think I've forgotten, but something like that. And they're very good rings for low level, since you don't really get rings in this game, to be honest. You can go to Temple of Three Winds, of course, to pick up some, but yeah, they're I don't know, if you're anything like me, I level 100 levels in a day if I have to, so I go up too fast to bother with that place. The same belt from Guardian of Time drops in that place, in this place I mean, so you don't really need to go there. To Temple of Ruins, I mean. And then you have this guy. This guy drops the assault rifle that I started talking about earlier. That gives you, yeah, basically gives you burst and assault. It's pretty good for low level, but you gotta get it at like level, I don't know, as soon as you can, basically like 8 or 10 or something, and get it on then for it to be worth it. And that's only if you can't go to a premium blaster at high level. Yeah, and also from the last boss that I talked about around the square there, there's a, yeah, when the boss dies you can drop something called a Neleb rod. It'll be able to, whenever you hit the target you gain nano basically, and if you're a medic, I mean doctor, sorry, you'll be able to gain more nano than you can actually use on it. Same, you can also go as a trader, but that's more of a twink item, I'd say, for a trader, if you don't go for the assault rifle I just told you. I mean, that I just told you about. And yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty decent place. Yeah, you can get a lot of stuff here to start your character off. But if you're a paid account, then I highly suggest getting off-hub armor. That's without a doubt. The off-hub weapons are kind of shitty, and I'm not sure what profession actually uses it other than fixers, to be honest, those weapons. They become good later on, but they're kind of shitty at the moment. Some twinks can get on a pretty good quality level for the level they're at, but I still don't know if they're actually worth it. Yeah, I don't know. What else is there? Can't really think of anything else, but I'm sure this will help a lot of people out. Yeah, one thing you can do, I can show you guys that. If I just teleport back. The neutral place where you can get battle station dailies. Battle station dailies will give you so much XP, you can level alone just doing that every day. If the battle station is up, that is. And the best place to farm your quality level 300 off-hub armor, if you're going to be using that and so on, is 150 or... yeah, I'd say the level 150 base. I mean the level 150 battle station. That area. Is it 151 to 200 or 150 to 200? I don't really remember. But that range basically, 250 and 200 range. And then you go into the grid, as you saw me there, and then you go to this place. If you don't know, the grid is like a, I don't know, a travel hub, basically. You go in there and then you travel straight across the map. And you can go pretty much everywhere. Fixers can give you something called a fixer grid, and by that you can go to other places, like this little number. This one, that means you need to go on the second floor, and you need to go out the exit house in the wall, which will take you there. And then you just land on that little number. There are also different ones, and there's also the same number, but then it says a L or a R, and that will tell you if you need to go to the right exit or left exit. And if it's just a number, it's normally just out the middle. This guy you talk to, for me, as you can see, I already have 3 of them, so I haven't finished. Let's say I pick up the daily, then I finish 2 of them, and then once the timer runs out, I can go to this guy and I can pick up another one. That means I have 2 of them basically, so if I finish one battle station and I get one completed, that means I get both completed actually, because it works on the same battle station finish. So it gives you 2 completed. If I were to go into the battle station right now, I'd get all 3 completed. However, one of them will probably let me pick one more mission. But the 2 other ones probably will run out, I'm pretty sure. That means I get a debuff in my, a mission in the thing, mission in the mission window, that will basically tell me I can't pick up more. But if I don't if I finish the conversation, I get knocked out. But if I keep talking to the guy, it'll allow me to pick up another one if I'm able to. I can only do 3 per. Basically, one mission has 3 charges on it. Let's look at it this way. And if I finish it, I got 2 more charges. But if I wait out the timer, then I can pick up a new mission. But I can only have 3 in my window at one time. It's a little bit complicated, but as soon as you get into it, you'll do it. And once you get into this little room, it's kinda, I don't know, I went in and out there like 20 times before I figured out it was behind these curtains the first time, and I wasn't told anything about it. Well, anyway. Yeah, that's about it. Death to Omnis, and I hope Clan wins. Yeah, have a good night. Bye-bye.